It looks like the West Ham goalkeeper saga is finally over, and Graham Potter has got the one he wanted in Mads Hermansen. It's being reported that West Ham have agreed an £18 million deal for the new keeper from Leicester. And I think that's a very good deal. It was reported that Leicester wanted close to 30 million. With all the shenanigans, we were able to get that deal down quite a bit. I'm happy. I'm happy not to hear about this goalkeeper merry-go-round anymore. I'm relieved we can move on to the most important position, which is the midfield. I think that's going to be absolutely crucial. But I think we've got a good goalkeeper here, a very good goalkeeper, and a goalkeeper, most importantly, that's going to fit the style of play that Graham Potter wants to implement. You know, a goalkeeper that is better on the ball, better at distribution, passing the ball out, those sort of things, whilst also having the shot-stopping ability as well. So, you know, it's going to come in, and there'll probably be a transitional period between him and Areola, but he's probably going to end up being Potter's first-choice goalkeeper, which, you know, is really important. I said this on the video with Nicky the other day. We need to be making last season's starters this season's bench warmers. You know, and it's brutal, but that's what you got to do. If you want to progress and you want to improve, you've got to look to start improving positions. And what we've been doing is, you know, really buying bench players, you know, apart from the youth. And, you know, it's sad for John Victor. You know, Exit reported that we used John Victor as a smokescreen to get the Hermansen deal done. Which, if that is true, it's poor because he ended up getting booed by his own fans. And now these club are reporting that, he chose to stay as a way to save face. But, you know, it was being reported that the deal was basically agreed with John Victor. And then, so we've agreed a deal, and then we've decided we can get Hermansen. It looks like that deal is accepted, and we're like, don't worry about it. You know, I think it's poor. We've sort of messed John Victor about a bit. Sometimes you've got to be ruthless in this game to get what you want. Maybe that is what helps drive the price down with Hermansen so much. But yeah, obviously it kills our reputation with yet another club. That's the problem. We're burning bridges in this game, and that's what Sullivan does. He burns bridges. Here's another report from Football Insider. John Victor was waiting for the green light to travel to London for his medical, with a deal agreed between both clubs, only for West Ham to pull the plug at the 11th hour, leaving the player stranded at limbo. Apparently he was at the airport. A source close to the deal said, the way West Ham conducted themselves in all of this is nothing short of disgraceful. The player has been left stranded, waiting to travel to finalise the move. West Ham pulled out with the deal, all agreed, leaving Victor in limbo. It's not how you should conduct business at the top level, and I can't disagree, man. I get it. I know I said you got to be ruthless, but this is that's really poor, man. To do that to a player, I think that's bang out of order. He probably thought, you know, I'm getting my dream Premier League move here. I'm really excited, and you know, all to use him like that. Like, if he's a backup, like, we could have got that deal done at any time. We didn't have to do that. I'll get him to agree, and like, we didn't have to go as far as that. Like I said, maybe that's what they used to get the price down and to give Leicester a kick up the arse. But you know, you can leak these stories and where people say it's agreed when it's not. Yeah, really poor form from West Ham. Really poor form. But it's Sullivan. No class whatsoever. You know, when it comes to Hermansen, like I said, that's the relief that we've got that position sewn up now. We're only going to sign one goalkeeper, it's been reported. So this is it now. On to the midfield. It has to happen. I don't want to hear us focus on the centre back. You know, a left back, another left back, another left wing. Unless there's a deal that's like, just boom, it comes up. I don't mind getting them positions sorted, but I just really now want to get that first choice midfielder sewn up, and it can't be Josh Brownhill. It just can't. You know what I mean? Like, go out there, and get Potter's first choice midfielder. You got his first choice keeper, his first choice target. Get his top target for the midfield. Go get that sewn up, because it's all well and good improving that position, and a lot of people feel like we needed to improve that position. But until that midfield improves, the team don't improve. We need more energy in this side. We still look slow and lethargic. We still need some pace on that counter attack. We need some quick and decisive passes of the ball. I'm really going to be interested to see how Hermansen's distribution does help us, start attacks again after he's, saved a ball or a goal kick or whatever, saved a shot. How quickly, he can distribute, how quickly and accurately he can distribute the ball. And to see if there's an upgrade in what his errors. He had a 64% save rate at Leicester, which is really good. You got to put less attacks on it. Terrible side. But he was a standout player for him. So whoever that midfield is now, that's what I want to see. I want to just hear midfielders. I want to hear us talking and negotiating and progressing deals for midfielders now. We do that, we're starting to look all right. So people saw me on the overlap, and yeah, I went in on Sullivan, rightly so. But I still feel like we'll be better this season in spite of Sullivan. We'll overachieve on people's expectations. And I really see it. I really see we could be a dark horse for pushing up the league. And the team spirit seems to be up. I think we'll be okay. Now, if we do things properly in the transfer window, we could be better than okay. It depends what we want to achieve. Like I said, we need an ambitious owner, and that is not Sullivan. And just wanted to clarify, when I was on there, we'd reported on here. Well, we'd echoed a report that Callum Wilson was on like $6,000 a week base and like 95 grand a week. It rise up to 95 grand a week on appearances, and that figure seems to be changing and going all over the place. I can't even find the original report that I read that from, and Nikki read that because Nikki reported it on here. I also said it, and we don't just say things. We're not ITKs. Before we come on here, we'll look at the facts and figures and things like that, and double check. And yeah, I see it definitely. But whether that's the case now, no one knows. They haven't reported the official figures, it seems. So it seems like there's a lot of guesswork, and there's a lot of the club trying to downplay how much he's actually making as a base and as a bonus and things like that, because they know the fans are going to be outraged. It might not come out unless he's successful, or at some point we may eventually find out the true figure. But he's here now. And Hermansen's almost here now. It's all but agreed. So yeah, I think you'll be on a lot less wages than Areola. Then hopefully, I like Areola. I've defended him a lot, but he's on over $100,000 a week, mate. Like, you can't be paying keepers that, especially if he's going to end up being the bench keeper. Yeah, listen, thank you all for watching. Listen, we're going to be back with more stuff Friday Night Pint this weekend. Check out the memberships. We are currently working on stuff, negotiating stuff, talking to people, and really making sure that the offer is going to be good and really valuable for everyone. So check it out.